Cancer, Cancer. Welcome back to Starspoken Oracle. This is episode 10 of your Starspoken weekly reading, and today we are reading for Cancer, for the week of July 8th through July 14th, 2026. This is your week. I mean that astronomically, not as a compliment. The sun is in your sign, Mercury is retracing its steps through your sign, and on Tuesday the new moon, the single most personal lunation of your entire year, lands in your sign. Every current in the sky flows through Cancer right now. And the card the deck pulled for you is, remarkably, the card of your own celestial ruler. When that happens, I pay attention. Every week I shuffle for all 12 signs and let the cards fall where they need to. Yours this week is the deck speaking your native language. First, the sky, because this week, the sky is practically your biography. The cosmic weather. We are in the deep middle of Mercury retrograde in Cancer, running through July 23rd. For most signs this is a review of one life area. For you it is a review of you, old feelings resurfacing, old versions of yourself knocking, conversations from the past asking to be finished properly. The middle of a retrograde is the deep part. You are in it. That is not a punishment, it is a renovation. Venus is settling into Leo, warming your money and self-worth sector, a soft reminder that you are allowed to be paid, valued, and comfortable. Mars continues through Gemini, the quiet 12th house zone of your chart, still discharging the static of its early July meeting with Uranus. Energy moves behind the scenes for you. Rest is not laziness right now, it is strategy. And then Tuesday, July 14th, the new moon in Cancer. Your annual reset. The blank page with your name on it. Whatever intention you set this Tuesday carries the weight of a birthday wish backed by the entire sky. Your card reveal. Cancer, take a breath. This week, the deck has given you the Moon. Card 18 of the Major Arcana. A full moon rising between two towers, its light falling on a winding path. A dog and a wolf howl at the sky. A crayfish, your own creature, crawls up out of the deep water onto the land. Your card is your ruler. The tide is speaking to the tide. What the moon means for you. The moon is the card of intuition, dreams, and the truths that live below the waterline, and for a Cancer, it is home ground. But let me be honest about its full message, because the moon has a shadow side. It is also the card of illusion, of fears that look enormous in dim light and shrink at dawn. Drawing it during Mercury retrograde in your own sign means this, plainly, your intuition is running hotter and more accurate than it has all year, and your anxiety is wearing intuition's clothing. Your work this week is telling them apart. Here is the test, and it is worth writing down. Intuition is quiet, specific, and steady. It says the same simple thing every time you get still. Fear is loud, vague, and escalating. It changes its story and grows when you feed it attention. This week, before you act on any strong feeling, hold it to that test. And notice the crayfish in the card, it is emerging from the water. Something in you, a knowing, a need, a truth about what you want your next year to look like, has been forming in the deep for months, and this week, with the new moon in your sign, it is ready to come onto land. The path between the towers is winding and dim, but it is a path, and it leads exactly where you need to go. You do not need the whole route lit. You need the next step, and moonlight is enough for that. Areas of life. In love, everything is felt at double volume this week, which can mean profound closeness or imagined slights, depending on what you feed. If you are in a relationship, share the actual feeling instead of the story your fear built around it. I felt far from you on Tuesday opens a door, a silent sulk builds a tower. If you are single, someone from the past may resurface under the retrograde. Apply the moonlight test before answering the tide. New moon truth, you attract by being emotionally honest, not emotionally armored. In work and career, trust your reads on people. They are unusually sharp, but verify every fact twice, because the moon plus retrograde is fertile ground for misunderstandings. Do not sign or launch on a hunch alone this week. Let intuition point and evidence confirm. A work matter that felt murky since late June begins clarifying right after the new moon. In money, Venus in your worth sector asks a gentle question. Where are you undercharging or underclaiming out of habit? Review, don't leap. One honest conversation about value, a rate, a raise, a reimbursement is favored after Tuesday. In health, you are the tide this week, honor the pull. Sleep is not optional, your dreams are processing real material, and they may be vivid. Water in every form helps, drinking it, being near it, long baths. Watch the urge to soothe feelings with salt and sugar, soothe them with rest and one trusted conversation instead. Your week, day by day. Here is the tide chart for these 7 days, because in a week ruled by the moon, timing is not a detail, it is the whole art. Wednesday, July 8th, opens with the volume up, feelings arrive before facts all morning. Let them pass through before you answer anything important. By evening the water settles. Thursday the 9th is your clarity day, the fog thins, and one situation you have been squinting at since late June suddenly shows its actual shape. Trust what you see on Thursday. Friday the 10th is the illusion trap of the week. A worry will balloon around midday that is mostly shadow. Apply the test. Is it quiet and specific, or loud and vague? And watch it shrink by dinner. Saturday the 11th belongs to your body and your home. Cook something slow. Touch the walls of your own life. Let the crab be in its shell without apology. Sunday the 12th is for the two lists, the leaving list and the growing list, written somewhere unhurried, ideally near water or in the bath, where your truest thoughts have always lived. Monday the 13th is the dark of the moon, the quietest, most inward day of your entire year. Guard it. Say no to whatever tries to fill it. And Tuesday the 14th, your new moon, is the threshold itself, intention in the morning, the one physical action within 24 hours, and early sleep, because the first dream of your new lunar year tends to be worth hearing. 3 journal prompts for the deep hours. Which fear have I been mistaking for intuition because it speaks so often? What did the old version of me protect that the new version no longer needs guarding? And what do I want to feel on an ordinary morning 1 year from now? Sit with them by moonlight if you can. Your card would approve, and honestly, Cancer, so would you. Your weekly guidance. Here is your concrete assignment, Cancer. This is new moon week in your sign, your one true annual reset, so do it properly. Before Tuesday, take 20 minutes alone and write 2 lists. The first, what I am leaving in the old year, name the fears that have been howling like the dog and the wolf, the old story the retrograde keeps replaying. The second, what I am growing in the new year, 3 intentions, written in the present tense, specific enough that December you could check them. On Tuesday, July 14th, light a candle if that is your style, read the second list out loud, and then, this is the crucial part, take one physical action within 24 hours that serves intention number 1. The moon gives vision, the crayfish still has to crawl onto land. 1 email, 1 appointment booked, 1 drawer cleared. The tide does the rest. Watch for a dream early this week that repeats or lingers. It is carrying a specific message about one of those intentions. Closing. So that is your week, Cancer. The moon, your own ruler, deep intuition, the winding path that only you can see. Your affirmation for this week, say it out loud if you can. I trust the quiet voice beneath the noise. My feelings are messengers, not masters, and under this new moon I begin again. Carry that with you, especially on Tuesday, your blank page. If this reading resonated, tap the like button so more Cancer souls can find it. Tell me in the comments, what is the one intention you are setting at your new moon? Speaking it makes it real. I read every comment. And subscribe so you don't miss episode 11, it drops next Wednesday, the first full week of your new lunar year. Trust the timing. The stars have spoken.